Assalamu alaikum. Again, I welcome you all again. So, in last class, we have discussed regarding export and import of Afghanistan in 2018. We have discussed what Afghanistan has imported in 2018. We have also compared our business from 2013 until 2018. So, we all know what's happening. So sorry, we studied regarding which country has the highest imports from Afghanistan, from where is our export, which country we export a lot, and what are the products that we are exporting. So in 2019, as I said again, Afghanistan, it's almost the same. So if we compare 2013 with 2018, as I've said, Pakistan was in the first position as far as our imports are concerned. We were importing a lot of product from Pakistan, but due to political issues in border conflict, this figure has dropped in last few years, because many Afghan businessmen has moved to India, Iran, especially Iran, in other countries, Turkey, to import product from Turkey and Iran in these countries instead of importing products from Pakistan, and also flour from Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, in these countries. So it's not only Pakistan have suffered a lot in these years, so that's why they were making problems for the businessman in Afghan businessmen, and also their businessmen were facing problems in Afghanistan. It's not only one way that they were, but it's two-way problems that regarding corruption and all these issues. So we have discussed Afghanistan import in 2019. So let's see. Afghanistan main import petroleum, 33% of total import, machinery and equipment, again food item and base metal and related. So main import partner partner are Pakistan, 40%. Again in 2019 we imported a lot of product from Pakistan. Russia 13%, Uzbekistan 11%, Iran 9.1%, China 9%, other include Turkmenistan and other. In 2019 Afghanistan GDP was estimated 18.7 billion, current market exchange 3%, in the population was 37 million around. Afghanistan is currently worth 105th largest good trading partner with million in total two-way good trading 2019. So export from Afghanistan in 2019, nets $367.7 million dollar, which is total 51%. Vegetables 19.10, spices 50 million. Vegetables, food industry waste, oil seed, textile, wool. Afghanistan experienced a year-on-year average growth rate of 203 point for the same period of 1970. In last I think 3 decades or 4 decades, that was the highest growth rate Afghanistan had in 2019. Many businesses has grown up. 2019 was a very good year from business perspective for Afghanistan. Many international organizations, World Bank, and they have reviewed this, that it was very good in regarding their GDP, regarding their economic growth, everything. 2019 was best year for Afghanistan in last 3-4 decades. So that was the peak, that the growth rate was very high compared to among the selected country. Afghanistan has the highest year-on-year average growth rate of 200, where Brazil has the lowest year-on-year average growth of 15%. So Brazil was in this percent, and Afghanistan has had 203.9%. So you see all these points. So Afghanistan major export in 2019. So you see country Pakistan 51, India, Russia, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Switzerland, and all Syria, and all these other countries. So these were the highest what we have. Afghanistan major imports in 2019, sorry, this was Afghanistan major export. So let me check here. Yes, export. So I think there is a mix up. So this is imports. We import again China, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Japan, Malaysia, Iran, United Arab Emirates, India, Uzbekistan, and these countries are the highest what we call it importer for 2019. Balance of trade. So now we see balance of trade. The trade balance for Afghanistan and other countries calculated as difference between the export and import of goods and services as percent of GDP. A positive number means trade surplus and negative number means trade deficit. So balance of trade, export minus import. So Afghanistan balance of trade, let's say since 2006 Afghanistan trade deficit has been widening as import have surged due to the reconstruction efforts. Afghanistan main imports are carpet, export are carpet and rugs, dry fruits and medical plant. Main imports are petroleum, machinery. Afghanistan main trading partner are, we say, Pakistan and other countries. So you see that Afghanistan, as I said, there is a big trade deficit in GDP in Afghanistan economy because of what we call our imports are more than our exports. So that's why there is a trade deficit. So trade deficit is minus how many percent or minus millions, so it's not good. Trade surplus is better than trade deficit for a country. So that's why you see that countries are importing or exporting products. So value of export by main commodity. So these are values you can find in 2018, in 2019. Percentage you see minus 3%. So fruits minus 3, some are plus. Fresh fruits goes to minus. Percentage of changes. So you see export and import commodities. Customs office, this is based on custom office, this is what they have. Wool, there is a minus percentage you see in 2019. In 18 there is a certain goods or bad or whatever. So this is dry fruits from last few years. You can see balance of trade. Let's see now, this is a very important. So total export of goods and services 2017 this much, 2019 15 18 this much, in 2019 this much. If we see, this is the Afghanistan bank and custom office, it's all in millions. So total import of goods here 8,661 million, 8,794 million and 7,989 million. So we see the trade balance in 2019 is minus, trade deficit is minus 7,517. In 2018 is minus 7,185. In 2019 is minus 6,641. So if we focus on this topic, you see our imports are less in 2019 compared to 2018 and 17. Our exports are more than in 2019 compared to 2018 in 2019. So if this balance become plus, that's good for our economy. Now we are minus 6,400, so it means our imports are much more or higher compared to our imports. So imagine 1,509.2 million worth of good has been or services has been exported to other countries, but 7,989.4 millions of worth of goods or services has been imported to Afghanistan, which the deficit you see. But 2019 is far better than compared to 2018 and 17 in other years for Afghanistan business. 2020 we all know, because of coronavirus and COVID-19, We don't know what will happen and what's the main issue or the problem uh, regarding the economy, how much is the growth rate, what happened to the growth. So that's all regarding the export and import. So export goods this much, import goods this much. So you see, balance of goods minus again export of goods. So we have exported this much amount and we have imported this much. Services, we have exported this much and we have imported this much. Balance of service again minus. So again this is a problem. So goods, we have exported in 2017, we have exported 774.5 million of worth of goods. In 2018, 875.2 million. In 2019, 863.8 million. So this year 2019 again is better than 2018 and 17. And import of goods, so you see 7,400, again that's a big amount. Again 700 and 400, this much is less than 2017. In 2019, 6,776.8 million. So again this is less than 2018 and 17. So if we compare both, so you see how much is the big difference between minus 5,912.9 million is the difference. So that's a very big amount. It's not a small amount, as you can see the difference between these two. Let's come to the services. We have exported this million worth of 668.9 million worth of services in 2017, 34.4 in 2018, and 645.9 in 2019. So 2019 was not good in as far as 2018. So it's better in 2017. This is the import of service. Again this much is minus balance. So that's all about export and import of our country. So imagine if we compare the same export and import with India, Bangladesh and Pakistan. So there is a very big difference between these countries we are having nowadays. As I have said, Bangladesh has the highest growth rate in Central Asia or in SAARC countries, but they are doing a very good business. They have attracted millions of dollars from foreign companies from foreign countries, and also they are facing India was better. Now you see India is the 5th largest economy in the world, ahead of France and United Kingdom. That's a very big achievement for them. They have tried their best. They have, as I said, they have brought many reforms in their business, and they have brought different facilities for international investors in order to invest in their country. They have built their infrastructure for international businessmen, international investors. They have given them different facilities, roads, infrastructure as far as sea transport, air transport and road transport, station systems, facilities, technology, electricity, internet, availability of manpower, availability of raw material, everything. So that's why many investors have invested in India. Now Bangladesh, once they have saw that their positive point, that they are very good in textile business, and they are very good in, they can produce a high quality product at lower price. So that's why most European brands have started contracting with Bangladeshi companies. So they are producing the same quality of product with a lower price compared to other countries like either India or Vietnam or other. So now, as I said, most Japanese companies have moved to Bangladesh as well. So now these countries are trying to bring different reforms, so these countries have brought different reforms in order to attract more foreign investors. So now recently we see that many our investors are complaining because of security issues. So if we don't have the problem of corruption and security, even the security is the biggest threat for investors in Afghanistan. Even Afghans are trying to take out their investment to other countries. They imagine if we don't have a security issue in all these Afghan investing their money in foreign countries like Uzbekistan, Dubai, Turkey, in these countries. If they bring that investment, that money into their Afghanistan economy, definitely we will see a very big changes in our society, from employment issue, development, progress, different things, infrastructure. So we will have a very big difference in our country. But unfortunately, the problems that we are facing nowadays, many investors are trying to leave, or many investor they're trying to come, but mostly the foreign investor, it's very hard to motivate them to come and invest in a country. There is many political instability and other problems as well. So that's why this is the issue. So if we don't have a security problem, definitely the government will have different reform policies in order to attract foreign investment. As I've said, we have many sectors that they can be invested on. Many foreign companies can invest on electricity. Afghanistan can be a very good exporter of electricity. As I've said, we have many resources of wind and in sunny, I think 8 months we are having sunshine. So that's a very large amount. So if we invest on this sector, vegetables, farmings, many others, precious stones, if they invest a lot of minerals, coal, we have a lot of untouched mineral in a country which can be extracted and can be produced and packed or whatever, and send it to other countries. Afghanistan has a very good place, as I said, for medical plants is a very good place. Their environment, saffron, again, there are many other businesses which has a natural resources. Water, mineral water is another very good business that companies can even export this water to neighbor countries like Middle Eastern countries. So there are many other way of even constructions, buildings, housing. These are we still have a lot of resources, but unfortunately because of war issues, because of these political problems, we are not able to build and stand on our feet, so we can at least have many reforms. And foreign direct investors are afraid of to invest in Afghanistan economy, and they're not willing to invest income. So that's a balance of trade. As you can see, that's a very big source is a tradingeconomics.com. You can see Central Statistic Organization of Afghanistan. You can see in 2019 is better. The highest was 2012, minus $8,517.9 million. You see the lowest I think is 2010, minus 4,767, the trade balance. So slowly it went to $8,209.1 million to now where the trade balance is minus 5,920. So I wish we can go down and we can have a plus, so this graph go up. Then at that time it means that we are not a dependent country and we are having good business. So that's main value of exported by country. So external trade export this much, total export officially recorded only means Pakistan is 2019. So you see 2017 our export to Pakistan was 345.7, then in 2018 378.2, in 2019 298.0. so it means our export to Pakistan has been reduced as well. So in India, so you see our total export to India 325.4 in 2017, 359.4 in 2018, 410.1 in 2019. So you see it has increased. So China 31 increased from 17. Imagine 9.7 million, for example, and here it's 31. So it means our export to China has increased in 2019 as open of air corridor of nuts and everything, dry fruits has been exported to China. Turkey again increased in 2019 as compared to 2018 in 17. Iran again decreased compared to 2018 in 19. United Arab Emirates increased. So you see 2019 compared to these 2 years. Iraq again increased, Saudi Arabia increased, Germany increased, Kazakhstan again decreased. So these are countries, other countries. Total imports, so you see Iran we have this much, then China increased from other compared to other countries, sorry it's decreased. Pakistan, as you can see, decreased. So slowly these are Indian, these countries that we have imported. So these are sourced from custom office. So these are the graphs which you can see. India, import value by trade partners, export value. So these are appendices, so that's not important. So that's all what we have compared regarding 3 years of Afghanistan export and import. So you can see now, you can write down what is the difference between Afghanistan with Bangladesh, with India, and with Pakistan. So you can compare what we have discussed in this week. So why, as I have said in my earlier class, so basically you need to understand the facts, what's happening on real world. International business is mostly a subject which needs to concentrate on a real world, not just theoretical purpose. So you need to understand what's happening around our country. It's not just you just sit there and read what is export, or export is a definition of export, import is a product that has been brought from other country, export is a this product, that's it. No, that's not reason, that's just a theoretical issue. International business is a subject where you need to understand all these facts on a real basis. It's not just theoretical basis, that what is export, what is import, what is foreign direct investment, what's tariff, what is sorry, balance of trade, what is cultural issue, what is this, what is that. No, that's just theoretical purpose which you will learn, and after few days you will forget that. So that's not the main issue. So the main issue, as I have said, international business is a subject where you need to be very, very updated every day on a daily basis. What's happening to the business around the globe? What's the impact of COVID-19 on global economy? What's the impact of COVID-19 on our country economy? How much we have suffered? Which country have suffered? What's the impact of this COVID-19 on global economy growth rate? Which country growth rate has suffered? How much is the growth rate of China compared to United States and European countries? So why China will become the in 2028 China will become the first world economy? How? Why? What's the reason behind their success? So if you compare in last few years what they have achieved, so how they have achieved it, so which reform they have brought to their country, because as I said, you are the next leaders. So if you compare, you need to understand this on a practical basis. So you need to do the analysis and do the critical analysis in their evaluation, and then you can copy even their policies, and you can review their policies, and you can adopt how these policies will change our economy. So these are many, even when you, I think you are in 6th semester, next semester you need to have a thesis. So international business is a very good subject. You are having a vast majority of data, availability of data, where you can choose a topic related to international business, and you can do your thesis on that topic, because you are having a lot of data which you can evaluate and you can analyze it easily. So that's why it's a very important subject. So we have discussed the export and import of Bangladesh, we have discussed export and import of India, we have discussed export and import of Pakistan, and we have also discussed the export and import of Afghanistan. So that's all related to your international business. So I will try to give you assignments. So when the class start after 4 weeks, it's better for you to bring it, and I will see who is watching the videos and who will not watch it. So I will put that in. I will try to bring a topic where I am not sure it's a group or what, so I will think regarding it in next week, then I can decide group or alone, a case where you can work together and bring it, or we will see how it will work. So we will see the problems that students are currently facing is the issue. So still, let's see what the university decide, then we can go on it. See you inshallah in next week.